can you just tell me a little bit more about your daughter and how you use direct payments, please?
Yeah, so Katie has a personal assistant that picks her up from school once a week. She's not using her full hours, but yeah, that's what we're using it for. They just go out for a couple of hours after school.
Okay, and have you had direct payments for a while? Is that something you've had for quite a long
This
time or
is
just recently?
the second time round. This time round we've gone with virtual wallet. I can't remember when we started. Probably coming up for a year.
Okay, and how have you found it this time using virtual wallet as a way of managing payments and making payments to the personal assistant compared with how you've used direct payments before?
So this time round with virtual wallet, I literally don't have to do anything at all. I mean, I was sold on the thing of I would be able to make payments myself if I needed to the personal assistant, but there's nothing on the app for me to actually do anything. Does that make sense? I can log on and have a look at the information, but there's nothing for me to, to even check. Not to check, but I don't need to confirm anything.
Okay.
So there's literally nothing I have to do at all. Whereas previously, when we had direct payments, I had to do the what's it called, the pay slip thing, the pay slip. I had to submit the hours for the person then to be able to get paid. But I don't do anything now on this side.
And is that working better for you? Is that make it easier for you?
It does, because last time I got quite stressed over it because I was worried if I didn't do something, then that person wasn't going to get paid. And also it was things like I had to draw up pension. They gave you letters to send on, but I had to sort of do a bit of a pension thing. I don't do a pension, something to do with holidays, the national insurance. There was quite a bit that I had to be involved with, but with the virtual wallet I haven't had to do anything at all.
Okay, and has everything worked smoothly with virtual wallet? Has everything been sort of paid on time and sort of accurately, and the personal assistant's been happy?
It is. I've had two people on the virtual wallet, and both they call up the person to get information if they need any help. They've been helped, straight away. With whatever they've been struggling with, submitting hours and things like that. But as soon as they're up and running, then both of them haven't had any issues at all. As long as they've submitted by the date that they know that they get paid. You have to submit by a date to be able to get paid on a date, which they learn quite quickly. And then, they're in charge of their own submitting hours then, so they know if they, when they're going to get paid. But they haven't had any, I always ask and everything's fine.
Okay, and so if you're sort of aware of somebody else who was in a similar situation to you in Powys with a son or daughter who needed direct payments, would you recommend that they did virtual wallet?
I would, and I have actually. I don't know if they've taken me up on it, looked into it themselves further. They just seem to be struggling a lot more so, I think, than I was. I'm not too sure why. I have told them, but I'm already recommending it. Having the stress of the first time round and just thinking, it wasn't worth it, so we stopped once that worker had finished. This time round, I just have no worries at all. There's nothing on my, nothing for me to worry about.
Okay. And overall, how well does it work for your daughter having the direct payments and the arrangement you've got at the moment with two personal assistants?
So she only has one personal assistant. It's just one took over the other one, and that person will be changing again. So there'll be a new person then to teach the to get them involved in the virtual wallet. Katie has 4 hours a week, and she doesn't use all those hours. So money is getting accumulated in the account, but it works for her. Whatever we do, it has to be how Katie is able to manage time out of the house. And at the moment, that's working for her then.
Okay. And what kind of things does Katie go and do with a PA? Is it something that she enjoys?
Yeah, it is. Katie has a lot of trouble with encouragement to do things, motivation, and after COVID, she didn't want to do anything out of the house. It's taken a lot to get her to do anything with anybody else. Then she's a bit too too isolated in the house. Then she doesn't want to go and do much. But so we've worked on her PA picks her up from school, which she's happy about. She's a lot happier if she gets picked up from school, because then she's not coming home and having to go back out then. That's a big thing for her. So she picks her up from school and they walk to town to go to a coffee shop. And it's literally just getting a coffee and a cake, having a chat. If they have some, Katie sometimes has a shopping list I give her. If they go to Morrison's or the garden centre, she picks up some bits just to try and make it into more of an outing. But that's as far as she's got at the minute. And she has actually gone backwards with that, so she isn't actually even walking into town at the minute. She's having to drive her from school into town, which is only like 30 seconds really driving. So yeah, that's just Katie at the moment. She's not able to do much out of the house.
Okay, but is that something that you think, in the long term will hopefully help with
In
her
the
sort of
long term,
confidence and independence?
just getting her. That's right. Yeah, getting her to pay for it, order a drink, and pay for her drink, and just those little things. We've got to go at her pace, and at the minute it's minimal, but ideally at the end, we'd like her to be able to do a lot more. Her fitness isn't the best. So, that needs working on, but it's also weighing it up with her mental health, which is really struggling at the moment.